Welcome, Hero World. It's great to be with you all. We are helping busy men restore their greatness. I'm Daniel.
And I am Paul. Good to see you, Dan.
Super professional. I like it. Really trying some new things here in the hero world, and really inspired by these amazing conversations we have with our clients about where they're at and where they want to go. And that's why we're bringing this hero content to you, because we're talking with men all around the world who are experiencing such unique and at the same time such common challenges. And one thing that came up the other day that I thought would be really powerful to talk about is a comment that came up with one of our newer clients who said, I didn't realize how hard fatherhood would be. And I just thought that was a really vulnerable thing to share. And I feel grateful that he felt comfortable to share it with us, because that's what really we're providing in this hero world, is a platform, a community, to come together and share our breakdowns and our breakthroughs. And to have someone come and share it in that way really highlighted how many challenges we are all facing, as parents. And supporting dads through Hero, it's really important to acknowledge the challenges that there are, and also the great solutions that can be found with some sense and form of openness. So, Paulie, I'd love to know from your experience personally and as well as a coach, but the topic of being a father and it being tough and just getting to grips with that.
Well, there's no doubt that when speaking from personal experience, when I stepped into that stage of my life, even if I took it further back and went from a single man to entering into a lifetime partnership with my wife, there was a dramatic shift there as well. But fast forwarding it to, being a father, I had to deal with, I suppose, a significantly different dynamic in the way I saw my daily life and the way I shifted my priorities. And it's a difficult one because if you put your hat on as a single man, casting your memory back, your world, your existence is the center of your own universe. And if you step into a lifetime partnership, you're sharing your existence, your universe with somebody else. Add in a completely dependent human being who's come from you and cannot survive without you or your wife or your partner, whoever it may be. You are your priorities shift pretty dramatically, and that can be a very, very alarming jolt for so many people, and it was for me as well. It was like, hang on, um, I'm I have the honor to be able to mold this human being, but there are so many liberties that I was able to, care freely indulge in previously, but I can't just do that without a thought anymore. It needs to be planned out. It needs to be considered, and I experienced an element of loss when that happened, this loss of independence. And that took some getting used to and reframing for myself. So I suppose to give you the answer is there was a tremendous, adjustment for me. And for me, it was about really, really understanding the beauty in my new reality as well.
Mm. Yeah,
What about you?
well, I just guess I want to share about this conversation I had, because I found it really valuable to look at, what his challenges were and then explore what solutions. And essentially, we are just accountability mirrors for our clients. And so just asking the questions and opening up the topics of, fatherhood being tough and how to find time to be at home and how to be present. These were questions that came up. And I just said, like, what is one thing that you would like to change today? And how can we support you every day to make that change come to life? And he didn't have to take long to recognize it was just one thing that he felt like he had to change to give him what would nourish him as a dad and also give back to nourish his kids. And he just said, like, I want to come home and just be with them. But it feels really hard to do that because there's work to be done, there's chores to be done, there's things to think about, there's things to consider, there's things to reflect on, all things that he felt he couldn't do in the presence of his day-to-day life being a dad. And so he just thought, well, why don't I just park all these tasks that I have for a short period once a week so I can give my kids a bath, I can read my kids a book, and I can put my kids to sleep. And those bath, book, bed, that 3B theme was something that got him excited because he realized that he wanted to do something, he wanted to express something, but he just didn't know how to take action and he didn't know where to take action. And so he realized, okay, he's busy, there's so much going on, but what can I do once a week as a starting point that takes, a certain amount of time that will give him and give back? And everyone's winning then. And so he's done that, he's activated that, and there's just already a sense of relief of like, things are challenging, there's a lot going on, but I know I need to do this, I want to do this, and my kids are desperate for me to be there for them. And it was like just a conversation that didn't take very long yielded this really powerful new weekly practice that he wants to make daily. But again, it all comes back to small, simple habits, one habit at a time, one day at a time, celebrate the win, and then build from there.
Yeah, beautiful. Drawing it down to its most simple at its core is a really, really empowering process to go through. And thanks for sharing that, Dan. That was awesome.
Yeah, so ultimately, if fatherhood is tough for you, and it is challenging, and you feel like you don't have the tools or the dad skills to, move you to where you want to be, please reach out to us. We'd love to have a chat, explore some awesome solutions, simple solutions, offer you access to our amazing community of dads around the world who are all taking on these simple tactics to just be great role models. And we'd love to connect with you and see where you're at, because your experience will be different to the next, and that helps us learn and grow, and that helps us find great solutions for you.
Love it. Thanks, guys. And thank you, Dan.
Thanks, Paulie. Thanks, everyone.